What is the fastest way to calm a man down when he's angry? One trick I learned when I was a teen managing at McDonald's. One of my managers there taught me that if you have a loud angry customer, start out with your voice just a bit softer than theirs. As you talk, lower the volume of your voice more and more. They will tend to lower their volume to match you and tend to calm down as the volume drops. The other side of the equation is that if you are angry with someone, the same trick can be used. It makes you sound the calmer of the two sides in an argument, and can seriously freak out someone if you are the one who is pissed and sound calmer than them. McDonald's taught me all my de-escalation techniques. Honestly, no joke, it's a crash course in the human condition. Speak more softly, higher frequency of tone, smile even when you hate them, offer to help and ask them to describe what a solution looks like. Tell them you want them to be happy, even if you don't. When you get out into office work and real jobs and realize those people are just as horrible as McDonald's customers, you're disappointed, but at least you have some tools. My go-to is joining their side. Frankly, I think that these rules are just as unfair as you do, but upper management has to get their bottom dollar up even if it screws both of us over, you know? I'd love to make this all go away for you, but unfortunately rent's due in a week and I can't afford to get fired. What I can do at this. This will hopefully be sufficient for you. I'm sorry I can't do more, but I'm sure you understand. Little do they know upper management is just the one guy that owns the business, and he's the installer that did your installation after hours to placate you when you complained about us being booked out for so long. I used to work at a high-end department store. More specifically, for a skincare brand. There was a shaving cream we sold and it was always sold out because people loved it. There was this one particular man who always came in literally screaming because we were out of stock. He always came in on a day I wasn't working. Finally, he came in and my co-workers pointed him out to me. I greeted him at the door and in the most calm voice I asked him if he was here to look for the shaving cream. He said yes and I replied with, "I am the counter manager of this brand. I have heard multiple times from different people you come in and scream at them because we don't have your shaving cream. That won't be tolerated. We are out of stock of it and I don't know when it will be in. I also was informed we gave you multiple options on how you could get it when it comes in since it doesn't last long, but you didn't want to provide any information." His face was priceless. He was totally embarrassed he got called out about his behavior. We never saw him again. I was at the drugstore last night, and there was a woman that was impossible to please getting angry with the pharmacist. Same kind of deal, she was offered options, and refused them. More, she refused to give them the information they needed to give her what she was asking for. Freaking about the cost, $900, but insisted no generic drug versions. Wouldn't give her health card, so she could be in the system and get the healthcare seniors discount. Didn't have insurance information for her private insurance benefits, and was offended they expected her to just hand over that information. Plus, this was her first use of that pharmacy, because she was tired of the treatment at the last one. Don't get me wrong, I don't think all old people are like that, and people of any age can be like that. But, holy shit, this guy was going above and beyond trying to help, and not get angry. If it's a random drunk man, try and confuse him. Out of nowhere say something really left field, my garden isn't 10 feet long, then immediately say something completely different like, sorry, you're not the waiter I was expecting, then just leave before they can make sense of what just happened. This tactic works perfectly with small children too. Whenever my niece or nephew are starting to whinge or hurt themselves with some minor accident, I just excitedly ask them to explain something to me or show me how one of their toys works. 70% of the time it works every time. I just high-five them and say cool stunt. Once a cymbal stand fell over on my bass player's 5-ish-year-old daughter. She looked like she was going to cry and I didn't know what to do, so I high-fived her and went, dude, that was crazy. It totally worked. Kids look to adults for reactions to know how they should feel. Best advice as a parent is never freak out when your kid gets hurt. If they're hurt they'll tell you or it'll be obvious. My wife is an ICU nurse, if we aren't bleeding from ears, we're fine. Yes, I'm including myself with my kids. Probably varies from man to man, but when I get angry, which is extremely rare, the best thing to do is walk away and take a break. After even just a few minutes, most of the anger will have passed and I'm ready to talk it out. Had this issue with people just not giving me space to calm myself down. Moreover, they would aggravate me by not giving me space. I understand, you want to help. But as you consider someone helping you when you are angry. I don't work like that. I just want to be alone. Once I figured this out as an adult, it was a game changer. I'm an extrovert and a talker. When I mess up, or I'm angry, or sad, I need to talk it out. I assumed that about everyone else. Once I figured out that stepping away, doing something else, especially something active like a bike ride, revisiting the issue was always better. Doesn't matter if I'm mad or someone else is mad. Gone were the awkward half conversations with digs and sarcasm while one party is still angry. Walk away is the best answer. Safest one too. My ex had a hard time respecting this, and it was a quality of mine she particularly hated. Regardless of what I am angry about, could be work, our relationship, etc., all I need is some time and space alone, walking away, going into another room, walking around the block, to deflate and return to a normal homeostatic state to talk things out.